Now, for most of us, acting on the stage is a daunting prospect, but imagine doing it without a script and without knowing what's going to happen next. Welcome to the world of improvised theatre, a theatrical experience that's every bit as unpredictable for the actors as it is for the audience. For 10 years now, a group of Perth actors have been making it up as they go along, and as Claire Nichols reports, they are about to hit the big time.
3, 4. Do run, 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 do run, run.
He worked on the radio, his name was Mike.
Do run, 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 do run, run.
He had always wanted to interview John Pike.
Do run, 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 do run, run. Oh, yeah.
It's a familiar tune, but not even the actors know what words are coming next.
Turn back on that chef.
Oh, yeah.
Where is she? Where?
Oh, yeah.
I don't care.
Do run, 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 do run, run.
In improvised theatre, the magic is in making it up as you go along.
He's a crazy mother flipper. His name is Gus.
Do run, 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 do run, run.
But on the dance floor, he can do the robot.
Do run, 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 do run, run.
It's like, you know, that sculptor, I can imagine, I don't know, gets the block of stone and goes, great, now what am I going to make? Well, every show and every new minute is like that in improv. Another block of stone, great, another sculpture, that kind of thing.
All right, another one.
Sam Longley is the founder of the improvised theatre show, The Big Hoo Haa. Each week, teams of improvisers battle it out using songs, scenes and jokes, all made up on the spur of the moment.
I'm a magician. Look at my trick.
The idea for the show was born a decade ago when a younger Sam Longley wanted to try theatre sports with an edge.
And so I got a bunch of like-minded friends and went, come on guys, what do you reckon? And surprisingly, they all said, yeah, okay, great.
Us old stalwarts had a lot of energy then and we were ready to go, and I guess in hindsight a little bit, the bravado we had at the stage is impressive. We just went out there and gave it a red-hot rip and let the cards fall where they may.
You can call me Nicholas, you can call me Dave.
We put our first show on and audiences loved it. Not as much as we did. We got hooked straight away. The audience was worth soon to follow, and it's been 10 years.
Oh! Oh, God! Ooh! Get them out! Get them out! All of them?
In the decade that's passed, the actors have moved to a new venue and earned a cult following. The show relies on suggestions from the audience, and Sam Longley says while times and fashions may have changed, the jokes from the audience have stayed the same.
Audiences are dodgy. For one, they often think they're funnier, that they're funnier than they are. So can't tell you how many grown-up males think the word toilet is still funny. Right? They will yell out toilet no matter what. I said toilet. And they were doing that when they were 8. So nothing's changed. So we'll get toilet a fair amount. I think the beauty of the Hoo Haa is you can then take that. It's just one word, and you can use that to inspire scenes 100,000 billion different ways. And I think we've done close to that many scenes on using the word toilet.
Are you mad? No! I'll never amount to anything. I want to make you proud.
And it's that embrace of toilet humour that sets the show apart. The actors are prepared to do just about anything as long as it gets a laugh.
Not the chair this time.
But you don't have to do that for him.
You have to make bold choices, and if you make those bold choices and your fellow players say, great, I'm ready to go with you, yes, anything has happened and will continue to happen of all varieties and natures.
Davey, what's going on?
Someone just shot me for no reason. I was just walking.
Not that the scenes always head south. Sometimes they just go somewhere strange.
Good job, Davey. You got our perp. I want a chalk outline of this guy and all the fish suspects you can think of.
The bar is set so incredibly high or low, I'm not quite sure. I've done it all. I think one of my favourite things was playing a scene where I was a moth stuck inside a jar, and all I wanted to do was tip that jar off the shelf. We played that scene for a very long time, and that's all I remember, and the audience lost it.
10 years on, the Big Hoo Haa boasts an impressive troupe of improvisers who take turns to perform in the weekly shows.
There's a handful of us that have been there for 10 years. And I think, you know, we're kind of like vampires. We stay young because we feed off the energy of the new ones coming in. And we glitter in the daylight.
Yes. And the show's even franchised out.
A lot of Hoo Haa players have become really good and really successful, and they've gone, right, well, Perth isn't quite big enough for us now, we're going to go to Melbourne. So they moved to Melbourne and make coffee. So in their spare time, they need to do some improv. So we've started up over there, and now we've got a regular show. I think it's a Thursday night in Melbourne, and that's doing really well as well.
Melbourne, and then hopefully Lismore, you know, where else can we go? Seduna, maybe, you know, Bruce Rock, you know, the world is our oyster.
Another fish-related murder.
Ah, something smells fishy to me.
That was a solid pun, Lieutenant. Good work.
And after starting at a hotel in Fremantle a decade ago, the Hoo Haa is now destined for its biggest stage yet. In a couple of weeks, the stars of the longest-running show in Perth will take to the stage at His Majesty's Theatre to celebrate an unexpected run.
Yeah, if I stop and think about it, I'm really chuffed. Like the 10th birthday being at His Majesty's Theatre, it's a massive stage and it's a beautiful theatre, and yeah, we're going to be feeling it.
Claire Nichols reporting there.